Well, hello. I'm going to be popping this on this week's video just to say that Glenn and I are in Suffolk. We have had to come over so Glenn can pay his membership for his fishing. Well, he's sitting and looking at fish. And yeah, so this is Alton Waters in Suffolk. I used to come here a lot when I was a kid with my nan and my uncles to take the dogs for a walk. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's a bit of an overcast, drizzly day today, but yeah, I'm gonna turn you around and so you can get a bit of footage, because look at that behind me, look. Oh, it's just gorgeous here, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I am gonna turn you around and so you can get some video. Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 15th of November 2021 and this is episode number 88. And anywhere you can find me is going to be down in the description box, and anything that I mention will be down in the description box as well. I'd like to say a big welcome to everybody and hope you've all had a lovely week since I was last here. It's really dull today, I will say. The weather is miserable, absolutely miserable. There is a little bit of a video this morning that I took this morning in front of here, because Glenn and I had to go to Suffolk. So we drove over there early this morning so he could pay and renew his membership for his fishing. And oh wow, I had such a lucky situation where I was stood taking photographs for you after the little clip of the video, when this helicopter took off and all these geese came over. So I'm going to put all that at the beginning today so you can see, you know, what went on and everything. Because oh my gosh, it was so nice. And hearing all the birds and the geese and everything. Oh, it was lovely, absolutely lovely. As you can hear, my cold is is lifted, which is very, very good. And thank you ever so much for all the lovely comments that I got because of, you know, having a bad cold. And thank you ever so much for the support as well that I got when I opened up my Etsy shop to go international to, oh that's better, to Canada, the USA and Australia. So thank you ever so much for everybody that supported me. I'm having this trimmed tomorrow, so it won't look like this next week, trust me. It's hard to believe it's been 4 weeks since I actually had all the hair cut off. So yeah, it's trim time tomorrow. So I have been crafting. I have obviously been doing quite a bit. I haven't been able to get up here into the little workroom because Glenn has had such funny shifts this week. Oh my gosh, like starting 8 at night and finishing 8 in the morning, or starting 8 at night and not coming home till 9 the following morning. So he's obviously been in bed, and we're so compact up here in this part of, well, we're a little 2 up 2 down terrace, that obviously the machines and everything that I work on would just be too much noise for him. So I haven't been able to get up here and do any sewing. So, oh my gosh, it's been one of those. It really has really been itching. But I will say I have managed to get some bits done. So, which is a good thing. It is a very good thing. But it was a lovely, lovely drive over to Suffolk this morning. It really, really was. Luckily it was very easy. We went after all the school runs were done and work shifts and everything. So yeah, it was beautiful over at Alton Waters. Where we had to go, and oh my gosh, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So okay then, right, I think what we'll do is we're going to hop right in, because I've got quite a bit again today to talk about and to show you. Today we have a cross stitch and I have an FO. We have knitting, so you're going to see the progress on the cardi, and I have a new cast on with a free pattern, so I will be telling you all about that. We also have a Little Workroom Crafts newsflash. I have 2 excellent, I mean, oh my gosh, I can't wait moments coming up. What have you been up to? One of my lovely friends has sent me over a couple of pictures, so I will be doing that as well. And also a bit of naughty and a bit of nice. The naughty is a charity shop find, so but I'll still put it in the naughty section, and a beautiful, beautiful nice. Okay then, right then, so let's hop right in. I have finished my dobby. I am so excited. So the pattern unfortunately isn't still, it isn't in the Etsy shop of the designer, but as I say, I'm sure if you contact her, you know, it should be okay. It is such a lovely stitch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So but she does have in her Etsy shop some lovely, and I mean really, really nice other designs. So, and they're really reasonably priced, they really are. So as you know, it is the Dobby from Stitching Land. So it's an Etsy shop, and I thought I'd put up, I can't remember the lady's name, the designer, but honestly it is brilliant. I have made a change. I did not write the letters Dobby because I know that that sock there is to represent the second B. But I thought, well, I said to Glenn about it, and I said, well, you know, I know it's Dobby. So, and it will go up here in after I've fully finished it. It'll go up here eventually. So, but here he is. I am. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what I'll do. There we go. I just love him. He is so cute, and I really don't think he needed the letters all around him, to be honest. I just think he's so cute. I have done it on a jet black piece of Ada, which was gifted to me from a lovely friend. They are all called for DMCs except for this pathway. I didn't have the correct numbers, so I just matched. I thought it's only a little piece, so buying a whole skein for those little stitches, I just matched what I had. But I just absolutely love him. So I'm hoping if I don't get him fully finished this week, I'll definitely get him fully finished in the next couple of weeks. But oh, I just think he's so cute. Also, because Glenn's downstairs, Operation Bigfoot, I've had to leave down there because he's down there, so I can't bring it up, can I, to show you the progress this week. Oh, this is definitely turning out one. This really is. So what I've decided to do while he was on all these different shifts in the week is I'm outlining every leaf around, and then I've just got to have one thread out at a time. So if, for instance, he does come in, you know, unexpected or whatever, I can just shove one thread and everything in the bag down the side of the chair. But unfortunately, as I say, he's downstairs. So, and he's off again tomorrow because he's got a dental appointment, so I can't bring it up, I'm afraid. So I do apologise for that. So we're going to miss the progress on what I've done this week, but I have got a bit done. And I will say, Claire, my friend Claire from Mr&Mrs Rabbit Yarns, you all know Claire, I love that idea. I absolutely love it. She said about 00D, D for Davida, rather than 007 as an agent. I thought that was really cool. Oh dear, I love it when everybody get involved, I really do. So yeah, so unfortunately I'm ever so sorry because I daren't have brought it up. I daren't risk it. I didn't want to risk it. Oh, and also there was, I wish I'd have written it down because I found it this morning. Oh, there's a lovely lady that messaged me a picture of one that she saw, obviously not a real one, but one carved out of wood, and he is so cool. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. But yeah, so thank you for that. I am going to message you back later on this afternoon. Okay then, right, so that is the cross stitch this week. So what I'm going to have to do is, because he obviously thinks I've got nothing on the hoop, doesn't he? So I'll have to take down my kaleidoscope, I think. Or I could actually, I suppose, have a new start of a little Christmas one, I suppose. I keep looking at that Hands-On Designs because she's got the Christmas cookie something. Oh, it's a stitch along starting on the 1st of December, and I keep thinking, shall I? No, I gotta be good. I've got loads of patterns and loads of stuff, so I'll use what I've got, or I'll just take my kaleidoscope one back downstairs. Right then, okay, so knitting the cardigan, and I am yet again having trouble put this down. It is the Cozy Cardi. It's that knitted crossways, which is a new way of knitting something that I have ever done, and it is by, the pattern is, it's a little booklet by Weston. Weston, yeah, Weston. And I got this from Yarndale when I went, obviously before everything happened. The yarn, which is my favourite yarn to knit with, is the 99p a ball DK from Home Bargain. I've used it for, this is my third garment out of this, and I'm absolutely loving this yarn. As you can see now, I finished this piece, and I actually decided to do the colour work on the band. I thought, well, you know, I've got to match it all up, so I've done the colour work on the band, and I've got the back done. Now, because I started this last night, you have to cast on the second band separate. Then what I can make out is you then knit it onto these loose stitches here, and then you start with your wraps and turns, and then you do your increase for the sleeves and so on. And oh no, that would be increased, wouldn't it? So then you stitch your bit for your sleeve, knit your bit for your sleeves, and then you decrease. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I get it. I think I get it anyway. So after I've knitted the band separate, I've got to join it onto here, these stitches here, and go down. Then I do my wraps and turns. That's it. And then that's this part of the body done. Then I decrease down to the sleeve. That's it. Cast off down to the sleeve. Then I do the colour work on the bottom, and then that's actually finished. But yes, it has been so much fun. It really, really has. I am loving this cardigan so much. So yeah, when I actually read the pattern after I did this piece, and it said cast off, have these stitches on the holder again, and I thought, wow, well, how on earth am I going to do the other front? And then when it said about casting the stitches on, and then you knit the colour work bit, and then the band, which they call the band and facing, and then it all, I know, it's so clever. The construction of this pattern is just so clever. And it's easy. It might, as funny actually, because Glenn said to me yesterday, he said, is it a complicated knit? I said, it's not complicated. It's different, I will say that, but it's not complicated. It's really good fun, because I actually picked it up and I went, look, this is my cardigan. He said, what? And then I laid it down this way, but wow, you know what I mean? It's just the way it comes together is so clever. It is so clever. So obviously in her book, it is all done, all the book is done in alpaca, but which is an equivalent of a DK, so you know what I mean. It is a lovely little book, and I will say I am thoroughly enjoying this. So I'm hoping this afternoon, while this is uploading, to actually get the other band with the colour work done. And yeah, I am just so excited to get this finished, especially now I know I'm going to have a card. I'm already know what I'm going to knit next, so I will talk about that in a bit. But I did cast on another pair of socks. I know, but I have to have a pair of socks on the needles. I just have to. And this pattern has been in my library on Ralvery for ages. It's a free pattern. I have made some changes, so I'm going to tell you all about the changes that I've made. But look at that. And that is a free pattern. I think that is brilliant. And it's called the Colour Palette Socks by Laurelknits. But I tell you what, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I am loving this. Absolutely loving it. I will say, I always knit my socks in 2.5, and now I know how to do the DPNs. I do 2.5 DPNs. And this is done in 2.5s, but with 64 stitches. Now I did start that, and I thought that's going to be way too big. So what I've done is, because the way the actual bit here is done, it's so simple. It's just basically knit and purl, but you know, obviously through the backs and everything. It can obviously be done with 60 stitches. So let's go right back to the beginning, shall we? Right. So, oh gosh, what on earth have I done there? Right. as you see at the top here, it's a 2x2 twisted rib. Oh no, it isn't. It's a 1x1 twisted rib. I do not like 1x1 twisted rib at all. I do not like it. I just don't like the look of it. I don't like doing it. I just don't like it. So I have done my normal 2x2 rib. I have done it with 60 stitches rather than the 64 because I'm doing a 2.5 needle. I think if I was obviously doing it on a 2.5 needle, then yes, I would definitely do the 64 stitches. Now, what I have also going to do, when I get down to this foot here, I am not going to put this ridge bit underneath. I'm just going to do the ridge at the top and plain at the bottom, because I'm thinking that you could feel that. So I'm going to eliminate the ridge there and just have it plain knitting. So, you know, everything, I'm following the actual design, put it that way. So I'm following the design and the way it's been done with the colour, you know, way it's been done with colours. But I'm just putting it basically on my normal 60 stitch 2.5 with my 2.5 needles. But I'm loving this. I am using the lovely gift from my friends Judith, Susan and Paul. I'm sure his name's Paul, or forgive me if it isn't, but I'm sure it is. And they gifted me this beautiful mini set of West Green Loft from Vicky. I just love Vicky's yarn, and it's called a Bluebell Wood, and there's 5 20 grams minis in there, and I will show you. I am actually put it as my main color, where is it now? I haven't got the label for this, and I know I brought this in as 100 gram skein in a an odd bin in when I went to, oh, what's it called? Oh, the show at Bedford. Come on, Teresa, I know you're going to be shouting at me because you go there. Not Bedford, not Bedford, the other one. Oh, anyway, so I can't remember who the dyer was or anything. Anyway, so I've chosen a dark brown because in one of the actual minis there is a little bit of a fleck. Now, is it this one? Yeah, there it is, of a little bit of a dark brown, and I just think that these colours look absolutely beautiful. So the next one I'll do is, obviously after I've finished that colour, because I've done the purple, haven't I? Yep. So the next one I will do, obviously I've got to do a thingy of brown, and then I will go on to the, no I won't, I'm going to go on to the pinky colour. Then I'm going to go on to another variegated. Oh, I don't know actually. No, I won't. I tell her, pork pie. I think I'll go on to the green, then, whoops, then this variegated, and then this with the browns in between. And obviously I'll have the brown heel, flap and gusset, and the brown toe. But I'm just loving this. Absolutely loving knitting on it. But as you can see, I have got my 2x2 rib, and this is the little ridge pattern. And it is quite, I don't know if I can show it. See, it is quite a ridge, and I thought that underneath your foot might be a bit, you might feel it, so that's why I'm going to do that bit plain underneath and just do that on the top of it. So yes, so anybody I would say that's actually, you know, knit a few vanilla socks under their belt and they want to do a patterned one, this one would be ideal, to be honest. Yeah, so yeah, I really think this would be ideal. So yet again, it is called the Colour Palette Socks. It's a free pattern on Ralvery. So hop over to Ralvery and yeah, and get it, because it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that is the knitting. As I say, I have been doing other stuff, but I can't show you, unfortunately. Right, now here we go. Now we have Little Workroom Crafts Newsflash. Oh my gosh. On Friday, I'm so excited about this. Our lovely, lovely Katie Green from the Green Bean podcast, and her Etsy shop is the Green Bean, is launching, oh my gosh, a new pattern. As you know, with Katie, her patterns ain't just like a piece of paper. It's a beautiful illustrated booklet. And oh, it's got toadstool colour work. It's a cardigan, which I love, all on the yoke. And I knitted her dog's one when it first came out, actually, because I brought that at Yarndale. That was when she launched it, the pattern, and I got all the stuff to make it. And I actually cast that on the first night after going to the show, because I just couldn't wait. And I just absolutely love that cardigan. But this one is, it's like a dark grey or black. And it's got the toadstools. It's even got the green. Obviously, it's got green in it, because, you know, Katie loves green. For little bits of grass and that. So I'm definitely going to be buying her pattern. As I've been talking, there is going to be pictures of it, because she has actually collaborated. Well, she works with, anyway, John Arbon, and because she knit hers in their Zwarballs. I've got to get a ball of that, because I just love the word. Anyway, but I am not obviously going to be knitting mine, unfortunately, in that, because I reckon that's going to be quite expensive. So I thought, when I get it, the booklet, because I'll be ordering it on Friday, and then when it arrives, I might probably go down to my Home Bargains and see if they've got a black, because all you need is a black, a red. I know she's got white, but I think I'd like ivory. I think it's white. It looks in the pictures anyway. And obviously the green. So but anyway, if not, I'd have to do it in like King Cole will do a lovely one or something like that. I'll find something anyway to knit it in. So yes, I've got to get this off the needles, because I know as soon as that booklet arrives, pattern booklet, and I'm then going to be start hunting for the yarn, I'm going to want to cast that on, because it is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Right now, so that's newsflash number 1. Newsflash number 2 is our lovely Lucy from the Attic 24 is launching a new crochet along in January. Oh my gosh, I've seen the blanket. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this time it's in rows. If you remember, I did her meadow one. And I can do that because you actually follow a colour scheme for so many rows within the week. So you get that done, and then it rests my wrists ready for the next week. Now, from tomorrow, the actual pack is available. Now, I'm reckoning that is obviously through Wool Warehouse, because that's who she always go with. So that is actually, the wool pack is available from tomorrow. And well, I know I've definitely got to get Katie's pattern. I think to myself, oh my gosh. So I have actually got the date for there's pictures, and the date of the actual crochet along is on there. I'm sure it is, because I forgot to write it down, silly me. But it does start in January. And as always, it's just a loadable pattern, you know what I mean? And also, the lovely Rachel from Ellie Beth Designs, she is the lady who runs the business, does everything, and got a fantastic podcast, has also this time collaborated with another sticker set. And if you remember, I got the sticker set from Rachel for the meadow blanket. And so Rachel is obviously going to be hopping on board as well, and they'll be all launched. So Rachel and Lucy's actual pattern and the stickers will be launched in January, but the wool pack is actually available from tomorrow onwards. So yes, I know, it's exciting, isn't it? All happening at once, but I've got to make that blanket, because it is, the colours in it are amazing, and it's good because it's a different stitch. It just looks lovely. Well, as you'll see in the pictures, it just looks lovely. Okay then, right, so that's the rest. That's all the news flash done for this week. Now, what have you been up to? So my lovely friend Emma has contacted me via Messenger and sent me 2 lovely photographs. And one of them is of a crocheted blanket that she made for her friend. And her friend was so pleased with the blanket that she's asked her to make another one. And I can see why, Emma. It is a beautiful blanket. So well done. Also, Emma messaged me in the week, it must have been this week, saying that you know, she'd like to actually knit her first hat in the round. Could I recommend an easy pattern? So I had a scan through and see what I could do and find, and sent over a link for a free pattern. And she started it, and as you can see in the photograph, she's knitting the hat in the round. And keep on going, you are doing really well, Emma. So yeah, well done you. The blanket is absolutely beautiful. Okay then, right, so down to the last piece. It is the naughty and nice. Now, when I actually do my cross stitch, and if I follow a chart in my knitting, I brought one of these years ago when they first came out. And it is by Knit Pro, yes, and it is one of the magnetic fold where it comes with the strip and 3 magnets, which are really good magnets. So I just put a little piece of what's it called, washi tape over them with a flap, so I can easily pick them. Just, you know what I mean, make my life easier. And they're very good to follow, put your pattern on here, and it's really good. And also you get a flap here, and here I did have a pen in it. I don't know what's happened to the pen, but you can pop it at the back. I won't actually put the popper on here, and it can stand. Now as I say, I've used this all the time. I really have. And I have noticed that Ellie, lovely Ellie from Craft House Magic, she has got some of these in her shop now. But she said, I think last week on a last week podcast, that she didn't have any of the big ones left, but she had the little ones. Personally, I'd think that the little ones would be more useful. I really would. But I am interested in probably investing in one of them at a later date. But what I'm getting down to is, while I was in my charity shop, and I've never seen them like this before, but I couldn't leave them, not for 50p a packet. They actually had the magnetic strip and the 2 magnets. You get 2 of them for 50p a set, and they had 3. And I thought, I honestly didn't realise. Oh, hang on, is there 2 there? Oh, there is. Oh, there's 2 of these. So you get 2 of the strips and 2 of them at 50p each. And I thought, well, I can't leave them there at all. So that was my find in the charity shop this week. Oh, you know what I mean? So, and it goes obviously with the Knit Pro. So I will be using that definitely when I get my Katie Green booklet. Well, I've got to get this off the needles first. Okay then, right, now the nice. I've got to say, as a community, crafters have got to be the most loveliest, generous people I've ever come across. They really have. And as you know, a few weeks ago, I did a launch in my Etsy shop and of poppy bags, and I donated so much money from the sales to the Royal British Legion, who do all the poppy you know, the poppy day thingies. And this lovely lady who emailed me, her name is Kerry, and I did ask her if I could show what she sent me, and she said that thank you for her lovely bag, and she'd like to send me a little gift. And I could have cried. This is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it came with a lovely card, and I know it could have gone in with the what have you been up to, but no way. This is where you send me in pictures, but with beautiful thank you in it for her bag. And she had made me, I can't believe this, the stitches, this button of a poppy. Isn't that gorgeous? The stitching in that is amazing, and even made the loop on the back. It is just, the stitching is so delicate. It really is. absolutely gorgeous. The embroidery is so neat. So a big thank you to Kerry. Thank you so much, and I'm going to treasure this forever. It is just gorgeous. Thank you so much. Okay then, right, so I think, oh, just quickly, the cooker crisis, right, I've got to tell you this. The cooker clock still isn't right. It's still, the oven works now, but we can't set the clock. It made me laugh, I got to. A couple of days afterwards, I said to Glenn, no, Glenn, I was up here, after I was packing orders or something, I can't remember. Anyway, he went, oh, Vee, he says, I'll have to put the clock back on, your clock back an hour in here. I said, all right then. I said, because I can't reach it, and the machine's in front of that wall, so I can't lean over anyway. He went like that and put the clock back an hour, because it's one of them that you can do that with. 2 days later, it stopped. He come in here and he went, your clock stopped. I went, no, and I think it needs a new battery. So, he's banned from clocks. Absolutely banned from clocks. He tried the kitchen oven and it didn't work. He did that one and it stopped. So no way is he going anywhere near. Oh my gosh. Any clocks? No. I'm keeping him well away. I think that'd be safe. Oh my gosh. Oh dear me. So I will apologise that there hasn't been an update in the shop this week, because normally I do an update on a Friday. So I do apologise for that. But as I said at the beginning of the podcast, that obviously Glenn's been all over the place with his hours, and I weren't well for the first part of it. I do have my COVID booster this Friday morning. Fingers crossed. I won't feel as poorly as I did with the last 2. So we'll see. So but I'll just probably feel a bit tired. So I'll be here as normal, as normal next Monday morning. But if I ain't here, you'll just know that it's just the COVID booster. That's all it is. So oh my gosh, what a week, eh? What a week. So yeah, so I am going to I'm actually going to paint my nails, because I said to Glenn it's coming near Christmas and I always paint my nails around this time of year. I don't know why I don't do it any other time of year. So yeah, so anyway, I am going to love you and leave you all. I hope you all have a lovely fantastic week of crafting. And yes, if you're interested in Katie Green from the Green Beans pattern, it's launched on Friday. I am going to be getting mine, and as I said, Lucy is going to be launching her yarn pack tomorrow, ready for the cull in crochet along in January. I will quickly say, hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, there we go. I have noticed I have got a lot of new subscribers. So just in case anybody that don't know, because I've seen some of these come through that have been made and they have looked absolutely amazing. Anita from Gaga Knits has made a beautiful one. There's been a few that's made of these that have really looked smart. And so what I will say is that I have actually got my own crochet pattern. Now it is available in my Etsy shop in case that you can't do Ralvery, or there is also in my Ralvery shop, and it is called the folded Christmas tree crochet pattern. And it's all crochet, and it comes with obviously in written instructions. There's a couple of diagrams on how to do your folding and so on. You can decorate it how you like. I did it with buttons and little pom-poms, but you could literally decorate it how you like, or just not decorate it at all. You don't have to do it in the traditional colours. I've seen them done with purples and silvers, blues. Oh, there's been some beautiful ones. I've even seen one done in brown and beige. Now that was really pretty. So yeah, so anyone who actually is new, this is my crochet pattern. And yes, if you hop over to my Etsy shop, which is up on the screen, Little Workroom Crafts, or just go into my Ralvery, and it is called the Folded Crochet Christmas Tree Pattern. I think that's what it's called, and I'm going to decide it. So yes, so okay then, that is it. So thank you ever so much for staying with me this long, and thank you ever so much for joining me this week. I will, as always, be back next Monday. So please take care, stay safe, happy crafting. Bye.